Okay, this is serious. This is my followers. I want to make sure I go viral over there in Europe and throughout the Middle East. Uh, NATO can't do anything, and I don't want them to. Understandably, NATO, we do not want World War III. This has to be a local thing. Before World War II, people came from all over to help Spain. From all over, including my hero, one of them at least. A little too much of a drinker for me, but it's time to put the call out for all to come that want to fight in Ukraine. All to come who want to fight in Ukraine. You show up, arms will be there. We can only do it ourselves. No one else can do it. NATO cannot do it. They can't. They can't. But guess what? That doesn't mean it can't be done. I've lived in Europe. I went through the Cold War. I know all about it. I study. I remember. I kept my classified secret to myself. Still know them, as a matter of fact. I'm a good old-fashioned analog guy. I'm the radio operator. Forward air controller. Anyway. Yeah, ground air, close air support would be real nice right now. But right now, I want to be all over Europe. I want to face-to-face with the man. The only man I respect right now, and you know it. He's got the same hate for Putin that I do. Putin and his buddy, Donald Duck. Yeah, we know we gave Putin the permission. We know that. He'd have to be an idiot not to. But guess what? He's gonna lie in his bed. Poor Donald has made friends, he thinks, with some pretty bad people. People that will make the Secret Service run for their lives while they're peeing their pants. And it only takes a normal person 2 seconds to look at Donald to know what he really thinks of the people he has courted. When they finally wake up and notice this and realize that he is actually probably one of their biggest haters. Oh, how many of those fervent to the right people are there? Where can he go and be safe? Does he lose his Secret Service protection after? That's another thing. People, there's no secrets. They're not trying to hide anything from you. I'm sorry. You're just idiots. You don't know, and you're playing too many video games. You got this stupid, immature look on your face. Your opinion doesn't fucking matter anyway. It really doesn't. You think all these rich people are rich because they're rich because they're mature. Beyond my wildest dreams. Do you think I'm on it tonight? I couldn't even open my mouth around these guys. I would drop to my knees and say, yes, sir, thank you, sir, because the level of maturity is so high, I want to learn from them. Like my grandfather learned from his grandfather, and my father learned from his grandfather, like I learned from my grandfather. My granddad didn't spend that much time with my son. And I had marriage upset, midlife crisis. Yeah, I did drugs. Yeah, I know I did. I didn't buy any or anything. Kaiser gave them away like crazy candy, 100 pills a day, and then you had drinking, take your pills. When they run out, you drink. Take your pills when they run out. Take your pills when they run out, you drink. Well, that's what happened. I'll tell every secret. I don't really give a shit, you know that? I was about this big when I was sexually molested. That's right, Kamala. But you know who I want to talk to. Yeah, about that big, yeah. Came home, told my sister, guess what? She ratted me out in a way that made me sound bad. So at 5 years old, my parents come chew me out for talking nasty. And there's my little sister. Yeah, real funny. Because the boy that did it was her best friend. The boy that did it was the only friend she had in the neighborhood. Only friend. As the years went by, definitely the only friend. Because the only ones in the neighborhood that didn't think her and her boyfriend, sexual predator, weren't in on it together was the Smith household and the James household. And the only one in the James household anybody had anything to do with was yours truly. So yeah, I've done drugs, masturbated, sexually that old age by a guy that went on and did it throughout the neighborhood all the way up to the time my sister got pregnant and married someone else. I don't quite know what happened after that. I don't. But shortly after that, I gone as soon as I could. I joined the Air National Guard, loved it, flew C-119 aircraft all over. Pilots treated us so good. I loved working with officers. And I'm glad to say I spent my entire career in officer country. And for an enlisted man to spend your entire career in officer country, say what you want, civilians, you don't have a clue. That's special. That means the officers picked you. They said, we could deal with him. He's smart enough. So I got to be in officer's country for 4.5 years. Loved it. I did join the Air Force and never flew again, but I was a dumb kid. I didn't know the reserve unit had Korean War stuff. But I was lucky because that C-119 was a gunship in Vietnam that came in low, turned off its engines, glided in quiet, shot the hell out of everything, 200 feet, cranked it on and took off again. So I guess I was pretty lucky I was grounded. But I also have short-term memory loss, and I had sidetracked myself, didn't I? So I'm going to let this one in. The important thing is, I want it to be viral all over Europe, all over. And I'm putting out a call for men to come. If the men come, the armaments will be there, but NATO cannot do anything. We have to do it ourselves. Let's go. What's America waiting for? They can't. They can't. What are the Americans waiting for? What are the British waiting for? What are the French waiting for? Let's go, brothers. Spain, maybe. Portugal, you're neutral. You stay neutral. And you get Switzerland back neutral, too. I demand it. Thank you.